Hey everybody, it's Yusef for Dad's Freetime Game Reviews, where I review the games that I play when no one needs me. This time the game is called Carmen Sandiego, The Secret of the Stolen Drums. Now if you're not familiar with Carmen Sandiego, there was a bunch of PC games made from Carmen Sandiego, and also there's a game show of Carmen Sandiego in which the contestants try to do the exact same things that happen in the video game. You basically answer a lot of questions about geography and things like that, and then hopefully you catch Carmen Sandiego. But Carmen Sandiego is like Lupin the Third. She is very elusive, and she was trained by the Acme Agent Corporation or whatever, and the Acme Agent Corporation is the same corporation that's trying to catch her because she is a rogue agent that steals stuff. Now, I don't know what Acme was doing when Carmen was actually an agent, since it only seems that they go after agents that work for Carmen Sandiego. But in this game, it's just Carmen Sandiego doing this stuff. You don't have to mess with Robo Crook or any of those other dudes. And you know what really disappointed me? Was there was no Rockefeller to sing the theme song. Anyway, you play as Agent Cole. He is an assistant who was stuck behind a desk doing IT work while the only two available Acme agents went to Siberia trying to catch Carmen. But their trip to Siberia was a setup, and thus Cole found some other GPS coordinates in some encrypted file while he was doing his IT work. It's very spotty. But then instead of talking to his superiors about it or saying, hey, what's this? He decides to charter a plane, go all the way to those coordinates, which were in New York City, and he found Carmen there. That started the whole thing. Now, first I would like to say the biggest problem with this game is the music. I mean, the music is horrible. There was no Rockefeller. You know, so that already set the bar pretty high. Rockefeller can kick butt with that. And if you don't know about the Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego theme song, I'm going to go ahead and bust that link in the corner right there so you can check it out. Hey, even if you know about it, check it out anyway, all right? That song is awesome. But the music that they had was real. It was real techno-y, but it was like music that should have been happening in the background of a TV show in which they were doing a lot of things. You know what I mean? It was missing a lot of crucial elements to make it good music. They also repeated the music too. And once you started to realize it after about the third or fourth level, there are 9 levels, by the way. After you started to realize it about the third or fourth level, you were like, man, whatever. Personally, what I did was I turned off the music, put it all the way down to 0, and I just played music by myself. Unfortunately, it took me a very long time to figure that out, as when I was playing the game, I got slightly sleepy, you know what I mean? And then when I just turned off the music and played music that I like, the game was great again. Now, the game is an action-adventure game in which you kind of run around and get collectibles. You get these little mask thingies, and those mask amulets go towards building up your stick/blowgun. It is a pretty much by-the-numbers action-adventure game, which is what I like, okay? I don't know what the heck is going on. People who play so many games that they just, whenever you hand them a game, they say, oh, it's not trying hard enough. It's what it is, okay? You can't take a look at this game and be like, yeah, this game's gonna be like groundbreaking. It's not. Cole does everything you expect him to do, which is run, jump, hit people with sticks, and collect things. Also, at the beginning of every stage, they give you information about the place that you're at. Unfortunately, the places that they take you to are pretty stereotypical. I mean, they're gonna put you in New York, New Orleans, Machu Picchu, London. I mean, come on, who doesn't know those places already, except for little kids? But I'm sure if they get good enough to play this game later on in life, they're gonna be like, Fuck New York. I already know all about it. The way in which they designed the level was actually kind of fun. They had different sections all split up. They had a map that you can collect that told you everything you needed to get, and none of the puzzles really confused me. The boss fights were very fair, and I enjoyed them. I also kind of appreciated the cheesy 90s art style. The way Cole kind of wore his shirt with a little baseball tight shirt on underneath, and then he had those big baggy pants with the sneaker shoes, and people were supposed to take him seriously. That really kind of tickled me. Like, you might as well have put a number 8 on his shirt for Steve Young, you know what I mean? Or some sort of 90s reference that just is so obscure that you would only get it if you were like in your 30s. I mean, fingerless gloves, dude. For real? That's what I'm talking about. Alright. The game control of Cole had 2 things that I really couldn't stand, alright? Number 1, he climbed ladders abnormally slow. I mean, him climbing ladders might as well have been its own loading screen. It took so long, I thought I was playing Resident Evil, the very first game, where you gotta go to the doors and then it opens the door in a loading screen. That's how I thought it was climbing ladders with this dude. Now, at the top of the ladder, you had to push a button so that Cole would heave himself up the ladder instead of just pushing up and having him get off the ladder by himself. They also had issues with the sneak features. I don't like to sneak like Splinter Cell. I don't want to have to tilt the joystick forward ever so slightly so that my character can walk up to somebody and then hit him. I want to be able to hold a button in and sneak that way. I mean, I know it builds on the tension for you to be able to use your thumb pressure and stay calm, but come on now, I'm trying to play a video game, not be a real assassin. Shouldn't have to activate that part of my brain that stays calm when I'm about to kill somebody. Should be able to just do it. The next thing I had an issue with was turning around completely. Now, in most games, if you decide to go the other direction, the character will just do a spin around in place. Right? They step out, they plant their foot, they rotate to one direction, boom, they got it. Easy peasy. Well, Cole doesn't do it like that. If you want to turn completely around, he will round about in a circle, and that sucks, because if you're on a box or something small, his roundabout will throw off your aim. If you're going to jump off the box and you need to turn around to get your space, all of those things will throw off your orientation pretty badly, and you have to stop, try to adjust your character towards the spot you're going to aim, and then move forward. Bah. The rest of the game was absolutely fun. I enjoyed playing it, and I pretty much played through it feverishly because I was on a break. So I had free time, but a limited amount as usual. All of the collectibles that you need to get, you pretty much need to get for you to advance in the game. So that means that the game in itself was the collectathon. You don't have to go back and try to collect everything, except for the amulets. If you feel like collecting all the amulets, go for it. Also, after you finish the game, there's a bonus in which you can play the game over again, but Cole has a different outfit and he's abnormally strong. And when I checked that out, I was chilled out because Cole's new outfit looked great. I would have much rather played Cole as this guy than the doofy little kid that looks like they stole him out of high school. And there's also supposed to be a bonus ending, but then I looked up the bonus ending on YouTube, and there's barely a difference between the real ending and the bonus ending, so just don't do it. I mean, there's not even a change in the storyline. So if you like adventure games and you're not backlogged like 100 games in or whatever, or you just want to play something that doesn't really matter, this game is alright for you. You just happen to run into it, find it in a bargain bin, go ahead and pick it up. I mean, it's a good little game for your Xbox, and it's competent, alright? And that's more than you can ask for a lot of games nowadays. So that's it for me. Like, subscribe, comment, shvoop-de-voop, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.